Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today we are looking at the Dethonray Pegasus SG1. This is a Bluetooth and Hi-Fi wireless DAC amp. It's a wireless DAC amp. It's a Bluetooth DAC amp. And it's a unique one in design and everything. I'm going to bring it over here. This is your indicator. It's looking to pair right now. It says Dethonray, and it's got their logo that lights up blue. You have an indicator light on the back that will tell you whether you're charging or whether it's fully charged or not. USB-C, only for charge. This can't be used as a USB DAC. You got some media controls on the side. You have the volume up and down through here. You have up and down tracks here, play and pause tracks. You have high and low gain. And this is all metal, beautiful looking metal. 2 headphone outputs, this amazing textured and amazing shaped volume knob. Very good. It's a very, very sexy looking device. Burgundy color, which they call purple, but this one is more burgundy, and I think that this one comes in burgundy and mint. Now, the older model came in, I think, purple, green, and black. So this is the newer version. There was an earlier version of the SG1, and it was met with mixed reviews. So this one has been improved quite a bit, and it's still got those great looks from this company. This company's like a boutique company. They make really nice looking products for people looking for performance and style at the same time. So I'm going to put that off to the side right now. You get this nice cord inside the package, USB-C to USB-A, and of course documentation comes in this nice box right here. So I'm going to go down and look at some of the features. Are an advanced DPPU, which is a desktop plus power unit architecture. The volume knob, which is one of a kind. I don't think I've ever seen another volume knob out there that looks like this. I think I'll put this like down here so you can see it better the whole time. We got a bunch of codes here that it supports. LDAC, aptX HD, aptX LL, aptX L, aptX regular, AAC, MP3, and SBC is all supported on this. This has a premium ES 9038Q2M DAC chip. And it's got the dual outputs, the 3.5mm single-ended and the 4.4mm balanced. It's all CMC aluminum. CNC, if I said that correctly. Technical specs on this, we'll give you a few specs here. 20 to 20 kilohertz. THD plus N is 0.06%. SNR 104 decibels. Output power is 2.9 volts at 32 ohms, 3.5 millimeter. 2.8 volts at 32 ohms, 4.4 millimeter. Battery capacity 2000 milliamps. Battery life is 8 hours on the 3.5 and 6 hours on the 4.4. And trying to see if there's anything else. So the the Advanced Desktop Plus Power Unit, this is their in-house developed architecture that they have. It is an advanced power system designed for high-fidelity sound performance with independent suppliers to the digital and analog circuits, similar to a high-end DAP and amp system, but with minimal path and hard solder joints for best performance with no compromises, according to them. So that's what that is about. Talks about the Saber chip that's on it. Like, again, it's the ES 9038Q2M ESS Saber chip. For those of you that like Saber chips over AK, I mean, I like both of them. I even like Cirrus Logic. I like Texas Instrument. I mean, I like all the different chipsets. They all have, similar sounds with a little bit different. Some people say that the AKs are a little bit on the warmer side, and that the Saber chips are a little bit more detailed and a little bit more brighter. It depends on the product and everything else. You can let me know in the comments what your feelings are on those different chips. So that's basically it from what I can see. You can change the sound with the different firmwares. There is Serenade, which is more it says exquisite and silky. I think that's more detailed, I would call that one. And then there's Rhapsody, which was the default one on mine, and that's more vigorous and flamboyant. I would say that's more kind of like rich and musical sounding. And that's basically all I have with that right now from my notes. So let's get into the sound on this. Was very good. Like I said, using the first firmware, it kind of emphasized the bass and just had a really kind of smooth and just fun sounding kind of presentation. And then we went into the second one, and the second one was a little bit more detailed, a little bit more open, airy, bright, and everything. Now, the main thing about this was it drove, even full-size headphones, it drove to a decent. It has kind of like a built-in delay on the volume knob, so just be wary of that. That's so that you don't end up, blowing your eardrums out. So it does have that nice safety feature on it, where the volume does respond just a little bit slower. Otherwise, it sounded great. There's very low noise distortion. There's really, really good amount of details there, and openness and airy. Everything is just excellent coming across. No matter what I was listening to, it sounded really good on this. And I use this with a giant variety of different devices. I use this paired with the phone, with my DAPs, with the computer. Even use this with the TV. And I'm trying to think of the different ones. Mainly on this one, I use the Sonic Memory, the Kato, the Hodor, that planner, the new planner from KZ, the PR1, whatever their latest thing is for this week. So comparatively, I compared this with a similar one that I had. Obviously, it doesn't look as good as this. The XDO XP 2, which is basically the same thing, only it has a few different things. Like you can use it USB, and you can use it as just an amp through the output. I don't think you can do it with this one. I don't see anything that says that you can. But ultimately, this is just pure. It's made to do the one thing that it does, and it does that very good. Now, I know that this is an expensive one compared to some other things, but you're definitely going to get a lot better performance out of this than something tiny like this. And this is good, but this is great. So, I mean, I like this because this is tiny and I can just throw this anywhere. And, well, this doesn't take up a lot of space. This is definitely, 50% style and the other 50% performance wise. So these products, they're boutique products, and they're made for somebody who wants really beautiful style and at the same time get the performance that they need when they're out and about. So that's what this is. I wish they had a case for this, to be quite honest. As nice as it looks, I want to protect it, Maybe they will. If they do, I'll let you know. I'll do a separate video on a case or something like that. So what is my opinion on this? I really do like this. I found that it had an almost black background. There was no noise. Using, I don't know, all but the most sensitive. I think I have a couple of pairs of 8 ohms, and they're BAs, and usually you're not supposed to go past 10 ohms, but I do have a couple of 8 ohms, and yeah, it had a very good low ground noise. It performed excellent. I mean, it sounds good. Now, I have tons of other Bluetooth ones here, and I have ones that have Bluetooth on them. It sounds really good. I'm not going to put it up against the Griffin, because the Griffin is like the Swiss Army knife of portable things. But ultimately, for just the Bluetooth, purity Bluetooth DAC amp, I know that it's bigger than a lot of some of the other ones on here. I did use the, whatever the heck it's called, Qualidex 5, whatever. I mean, that's good and everything. That's all plastic, and it's, honestly, it's ugly. And, I mean, I got this one from another company. They don't make this anymore, but I mean, even this looks better than the Qualidex, and it's basically the similar, other than it doesn't have balanced. So this one you're getting balanced, which is another nice thing. I don't have that on most of my Bluetooth ones. And you're getting something that just looks really nice on top of it. I mean, this is styling. I mean, if they made a full-size amp with this knob and everything, I don't know if they do. Actually, they have the honey, which I haven't had the chance to review. But this thing is just really, really hot, look-wise, and it performs well. So, you know, I mean, all style with no substance is worthless. It's just worthless. I mean, I can't tell you how many beautiful-looking IAMs that I have, like, what was that? The CVJ Angel Wings. That thing was so beautiful, and they sucked. They sucked. So ultimately, you're getting style and you're getting substance here and performance. And I guess that's why they have like the higher price tags, because they're a boutique thing. You know, you're not going to be expecting to pay $12 for a Gucci bag. So that's one thing about it. But it does perform. So it has some very good performance on it. Sound quality wise, it may not be the most powerfulest Bluetooth one that's out on the market. There are dongles that have, you know, a lot of power as well now. But ultimately, how does it sound? Now, just using IAMs, if you're going to be using in-ears or earbuds, and it sounds fantastic. It really does. Putting the Kato on here and the Sonic Memory and the Hodor on here, because the Hodor is more of a fun kind of sounding, but it has details and everything too. What a nice listening experience that was. So yeah, just get a cleaning cloth. Anyone, you can go to the store, get one like this, and just keep it with you. I do this. I carry one of these with me from my phone anyway, because the damn thing gets fingerprints all over it all the time. But I mean, yeah, it's designed very good. And I know that there was mixed reviews about the first one, but I think that this one has such good sound quality there, and such good looks, that it does warrant the price tag. So that's basically all I can say. Thank you so much for watching. If this is something that you're interested in, that you're looking for something like this, you know, I'll leave a link down below. If you're looking for something that sounds good, that's cheaper, I'm always here to help anyway. I'll see if I can tell you, you know, from my knowledge, what I have that's cheaper, that sounds good as well. This one is all about the style, the substance, the sound, the low ground noise, that really rich kind of sounding Bluetooth experience. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this video was informative, and I will see you somewhere out on the internet.